In a quiet little town in Colorado, each morning begins gently. A thin veil of fog hangs above wide open fields, while the rising sun casts a golden light over the town's old buildings. Downtown, the rich aroma of fresh coffee wafts from a local cafe, welcoming early walkers. And in the distance, the Grand Mesa towers gracefully, standing like a loyal old guardian. This isn't a city bustling with noise. This is Delta, a small town that knows how to breathe, slow, and steady. In this video, we'll explore the daily rhythm of life in Delta, where it's located, who its people are, and why many have chosen to stay, even as other small towns across America fade away. Before we dive into the heart of Delta's culture and way of life, let's first see where exactly this town lies. Delta is located in western Colorado, about a 30-minute drive from Grand Junction. Specifically, it sits at the meeting point of two rivers, the Gunnison and the Uncompahgre, forming a natural delta that gives the town its name. This location blesses it with a unique landscape. Semi-arid high plains blend into mountains and striking red rock cliffs. To the north, the Grand Mesa stretches out, one of the largest flat-top mountains in the world, offering a dramatic and majestic backdrop to everyday life. Delta's climate is also surprisingly friendly. Summers are warm, perfect for gardening or family picnics in town parks, while winters are mild, rarely harsh. This climate supports a thriving agricultural scene, especially for fruits like apples, peaches, and grapes. It's not uncommon to find backyard orchards or fruit trees growing right in people's front yards. Historically, Delta carries a meaningful story. Long before settlers arrived, this area was the ancestral home of the Ute tribe. They lived in harmony with nature, hunting and farming along the river valleys. By the late 19th century, European settlers began arriving, cultivating the land and building farms. The town's name, Delta, comes from the river delta-like shape of the surrounding terrain. Over time, Delta grew into a local trading hub, especially for agricultural goods. Downtown, many of the original buildings from that era still stand today, like old shops, the Egyptian Theater, and a vintage-style post office. These landmarks quietly tell the story of a town that's endured, adapted, and held onto its roots. In Delta, time seems to move a little slower. Not because it's behind the times, but because there's an intentional rhythm here. A quiet understanding that life doesn't need to be rushed. People greet each other by name. They gather at friends' houses or at the Saturday farmers market, or simply relax in the park as the sun sets. Many locals work in community-centered roles, at schools, hospitals, family-owned farms, or restaurants. Community-based events are an essential part of the town's heartbeat. Take Deltorado Days, for example, a beloved annual festival filled with parades, live music, and a bustling night market. The local rodeo is still going strong too, drawing in crowds from every generation and keeping tradition alive. And the outdoors? It's practically a way of life here. From hiking up Grand Mesa, fishing in the Gunnison River, or off-roading along the valley's dusty trails, nature is never far away. Many families choose a semi-rural lifestyle, with spacious homes, gardens, and fruit trees. but still stay connected through the internet and modern technology.
High on a mountaintop.
With a population of around 9,000, Delta offers a tight-knit community vibe. It's not a ghost town by any means, but it's the kind of place where everyone knows everyone. Whether it's seeing familiar faces at the same local coffee shop, at dog training classes, or at church, this is the kind of town where kids still play freely in front yards, and neighbors are more than happy to watch your house while you're away. Ethnically, the town is largely a blend of white and Latino residents, with both cultures enriching the town's daily life through food, music, and community events. The Latino community here is especially active, bringing vibrant traditions and flavors to Delta's streets and markets. Interestingly, Delta is also beginning to attract new faces, some from California, others from Texas, and even beyond. While some newcomers come to retire, others are simply looking for a better quality of life, more balance, more space, more peace. And with that shift, Delta's local economy is evolving too, in its own unique way. As we've seen, Delta's economy is deeply rooted in agriculture. Fields of apples, peaches, and grapes stretch across the surrounding countryside. Local goods, honey, organic vegetables, grass-fed beef, are often sold straight from the farmer to the buyer. But over time, other sectors have started to grow. Small businesses are popping up. Independent coffee shops, antique stores, and art studios are becoming more common. There's a strong entrepreneurial spirit here, especially among younger residents. Many are even working remotely, using the internet to stay productive without needing to move to a big city. According to data, the median household income in Delta is $46,010, while the poverty rate sits at 19.5%. That means about 1 in 5 residents live below the poverty line. Still, Delta isn't just a working town, it's also a town that celebrates culture. Behind its quiet streets, Delta nurtures a vibrant artistic spirit. Beyond Deltorado days, there's the Delta Performing Arts Center, where local artists express themselves through live music, theater, and community art shows. All around town, you'll see colorful murals telling the story of Delta, its farmers, rivers, mountains, and the people who make the town special. Cultural festivals like Apple Fest or Delta Fest offer space to celebrate diversity and togetherness. For many, Delta isn't just where they live, it's where they belong. But like many small towns across America, beneath the warm surface and sense of harmony, there lies a more complex layer of truth. Yes, even as Delta grows at its own pace, with creative communities and a budding local economy, not everyone shares equally in its progress. There are hidden inequalities, a quiet paradox that exists in many rural American towns. Some families live in constant economic uncertainty, especially those relying on seasonal work or day-to-day wages. And while the small business boom brings hope, it's not always enough to offer stable, livable jobs for all. And here, in this open and beautiful landscape, mental health services are still lacking. Many emotional and psychological struggles remain unspoken, tucked away behind closed doors, where silence often replaces support. But Delta's dark side isn't just about social challenges. There are old stories, whispers pass between neighbors, about things that logic can't fully explain. Though the town is famous for outdoor wonders like Adobe Badlands and Grand Mesa, some locals believe these lands hold something more mysterious. Take the old Delta Hospital, for example. Many say it's haunted. Some residents claim they've seen shadows moving, heard strange whispers at night, or witnessed flickering lights that appear and vanish without a trace. To some, these stories are just folklore, but for many in Delta, they're part of the town's identity, a side not found in any travel brochure, yet passed down like a local legend that still lingers in the air. Now, with a growing population and newcomers arriving every year, Delta faces a challenge. How do you grow without losing yourself? Issues like housing affordability, climate change threatening local agriculture, environmental strain from development, and the outflow of young people are all real concerns. The town's future will depend on how well it can balance growth with preservation. But just like a field needs seasons to yield its best harvest, Delta is a place of patience and persistence. There's a shared awareness, a sense of community, and a quiet resilience that keeps the town steady, no matter the storm, whether real or whispered in the dark. Delta isn't perfect, and that's its strength. It grows slowly with people who know each other by name, on land that still feels honest, under skies that hold more than just clouds. During the day, you'll feel the warmth of its people. At night, you might just hear stories that make you glance over your shoulder. Life here isn't about speed, it's about connection. About a place that knows how to be still, even when the world outside grows louder. In the end, Delta may be a small town, but it holds something big, a feeling, a space, and a story you'll only understand if you truly stay.